Hi, friends. Namaste. Welcome. I'm Misha, if we don't know each other. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad we can be together, flow together this weekend. Um, it's like really spring here where I am. And I don't know if that's the reason or not, but we've been doing a lot of cleaning around the house. And like the kind of deep cleaning that you avoid for months at a time until eventually you really have to do it. And what keeps sort of coming to me is just the repetition that's required. Yeah. When you're really gonna like deep clean, when you're really gonna clear something out, especially if you haven't done so in a while, that repetition is like the only thing, right? It works better than force, even, right? Just coming back and coming back and coming back and clearing. Yeah. And so I kind of wanted to bring that into the practice today. Not that we're just going to repeat the same things over and over, but just this sense of clearing a channel, right? Clearing a pathway within the body also just requires repetition and consistency. And most of the time, most of our, I guess the common thread in our practices is that repetition, that sort of clearing out force, is breath. Yeah, that we're using the breath to really clear a channel, so that it can move freely through the body, so the energy can move freely through the body, and then so that we can move freely through the world. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're up to today, just making some big circles with the body, kind of moving big circles with hips and shoulders as well. And then, of course, with the breath, just trying to sort of clear out whatever is stagnant, whatever is stuck, whatever could be let go, and sort of clear the path for what's next. Yeah. So that's what we're up to. I'm going to try to make this a shorter practice. I've been sort of getting longer and longer. So coming back into sort of my 35, 40-minute zone is what we're aiming for today, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. So as always, or as most always, we'll start in a seat. And when we move, it might be easiest to move from Virasana, sitting on your shins. But if, like me, you don't want to sit in Virasana for too long, you can always start in a different seat and move from there. But whatever seat you're finding, let it be an easeful one where you feel supported, like you can sit tall and open without a lot of effort, certainly without struggle. A place to tune inward, tuning toward this clearing breath. And the breath, of course, is on automatic most of the day, that sort of automatic cleaning cycle rolling through. But we can also give it this extra attention, extra intention. And it's really just this imagining the channel through your body, whether it's right at the center or some other visualization that works for you. And then the breath, just sort of slowly clearing this path. And you might notice that your breath becomes a little bit deeper or bigger. And then really, again, on purpose, invite a couple of deeper, longer breaths. And then we'll sort of add resonance, another sort of force of clearing, force of alignment, with the sound of Om together. After the next exhale, find that full body breath in. Like lengthen your spine as you breathe. And then when the exhale, just let that go. Clear out, soften. And then toward Om, an inhale. Letting that resonance sort of keep running in the background, in your breath. Let your breath expand toward movement, some stretch, some reaching, some rolling around, especially if it's morning. Maybe just like whatever movement feels right as we move toward a tabletop shape. And again, for me, it might be easier to come from the shins than from a cross-legged shape, but you can find your way. And always freedom to find a little bit of movement in this shape. Yeah, like just kind of working out the kinks this morning. And then just as you're sort of moving on your own, we'll just start to find each other in this flow. It's sort of an exaggerated cow and cat spine. Yeah, that as you inhale, you draw your hips back toward your heels and open the heart forward. And then as you exhale, begin to tuck your tail, lift your belly, round your spine forward. And you even come forward a little bit beyond your wrists. Yeah. And just find that a few times. You got your whole inhale to drop back and your whole exhale to round forward. And sort of translating the breath into movement. And after a few rounds, if it feels good, and only if it feels good in your wrists, you always have the option to turn your hands around, both hands or one hand at a time. You might not go back quite as far, yeah, if your fingers are pointed toward your knees. But just that opportunity to open up the wrists and the forearms, but again, only if that feels good. Just find 2 more rounds. Tuck your toes behind you if you haven't already. Next inhale, when you draw your hips back, draw them back and up toward downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then just keep that same wave going, but make it bigger. Yeah, so the same tuck of your tail, lift of your belly to round forward, this time toward plank. And then bend your knees, draw your hips back and up. And use the exhale to wave forward. So again, just using your whole breath to find that movement. And we'll find this movement a lot today. So if at any time it's too much in your wrists or your shoulders, you can always bring the knees back down. Yeah, it'll be the same movement, the same action of the breath in the body. And again, just maybe 2 more rounds here. Just trying to let your movement be as long and as fluid as your breath, so that your breath can stay steady. The next time you come forward, draw your right knee forward toward your nose. And then as you inhale, extend back. And as you exhale, round in again. And inhale, extend back. And this time, bring your right knee toward the outside of your right shoulder so you could step outside your hand. Bringing the back knee down. And at first, just this same sort of sense of pulling back through your hips with the inhale. You can even leave your back toes tucked, but straightening the front leg a little or a lot. And then as you exhale, lift your belly, wave forward. Inhale, draw back through your hips. Exhale, wave forward. One more time, draw back. Exhale, wave forward. This time, reach your right arm forward and up. As to find a little twist, and then as you draw your hips back, you just stay with the twist. Inhale, circle your arm down and forward as you lunge forward. Exhale, circle your arm tall and draw your hips back. So just one more like that. Big circle in your arm and that same lunging forward and drawing back in your hips. Inhale, lunge forward, reach your right arm forward, and then replant your right hand inside your right foot. Tuck your toes to lift your back knee. And first, just finding the buoyancy again in your hips, almost like you're in downward facing dog, right? There's this hug in and up, hug into your legs, a lift through your belly. Find an inhale, a little more length in your spine, and then keep that length as you turn all your toes to the left. Skandasana. Yeah. Hug through your legs, pass through the center, shifting your weight to the left knee bends. Skandasana to the other side. And just this first time, we'll take it a couple times. Again, sort of clearing this path through the middle of the hips, over to the right, and then over to the left. Maybe one more time. Inhale over to the right. Exhale over to the left. And then turn toward the back of the mat. Plant your hands. Push through your hands. Lift your belly to step back toward downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. A moment to settle in this different orientation on the mat. But the same sense, hugging in and down through the arm bones. Soften your knees like you're almost going to bring them down to the mat. And then as you inhale, that next inhale, draw your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Exhale, lift your belly, wave forward toward plank. Just one more big wave like that. Back with your inhale. Forward with the exhale, lengthen your spine. Inhale, drop back. And exhale, left knee comes in toward your nose. Keep the hips as tall as you can. Inhale, send your leg back and up. Exhale, left knee to the outside of your left arm. Step outside your hand. And let the back knee touch down. Taking a moment to kind of settle into the lunge. And then with an inhale, draw your hips back. This half split shape. Again, the left leg doesn't have to extend a lot. Exhale, wave forward, lunge your hips low. Inhale, they draw back. And exhale, forward. Once more. And like me, you might be up on your fingertips instead of having your whole hand on the earth. It just gives you like a little more space to move. Reach your left arm forward and up. And find the same draw back of your hips, maybe not quite as far. And then exhale as you lunge forward. Circle your arms back and down and forward. Inhale, circle your arm up, pull your hips back. Exhale, circle your arm down, shift forward. Twice more. Inhale, circle up, drawing back. Exhale, circle down and forward. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down and forward. Reach the left arm forward. So you're really finding that length in your torso. Then replant your left hand. Lift your back knee. So you're keeping the length on all sides. And then finding a little more buoyancy at the center. And we'll turn back the way we came. So turning your toes to the right now. And this time just once, shift over to the right. Turn to the front of the mat, plant your hands, and step back, downward facing dog. A full body breath in and breath out. Draw back through your hips with the inhale. Exhale, wave forward, hugging in through your arms. Inhale, bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, right knee toward your nose. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, draw it in, right knee to the outside of your arm. And then keep going the circle going, knee to your nose. Bring your knee down to the floor. Yeah, so you're just bringing it straight down from that pike position. Spin your back heel down and open the left arm to the sky. And just once more, a big circle. Yeah, just to really be friendly to our shoulders. So reaching the left arm toward the back of the mat and then down and then forward and then up. And then from there, cactus your left arm so that your elbows reaching toward the bottom of the mat, your fingers toward the top. And then lean the back of your heart, the back of your lungs back, like you could sort of rest your head back into a pillow. Full breath in. Exhale, reach your left arm overhead. Circle your left hand back down to the floor. Pressing into the back toes, those left toes that are tucked. Gonna reverse the way we came in here. So press into your hands, round your spine, and draw your knee to your nose again. Circle your knee out to the right, and then back up, three-legged dog. Reverse the circle out to the right, knee to your nose one more time. Circle out to the right and to three-legged dog. Right knee goes out to the right. Step outside your right hand. Whew. Yeah. Lunging forward. Bend your back knee almost to the floor. Yeah, so you're kind of at that 90-90 lunge, just hovering off the floor. Let all the breath out. And then as you inhale, again, as before, draw your hips back to straighten the front leg a little or a lot. And as you exhale, lift your belly, wave forward to lunge. Lengthen the spine. Bend your back knee, pull back, inhale. Exhale, lift, wave forward. Inhale, bend your knee, drop back. Exhale, wave forward. Same action, but this time spin your back heel down as you draw your hips back. So it's kind of an awkward shape. Yeah, but we've opened the back hip. The front leg is straightening-ish. And then lunge forward, leave the back heel as it is toward warrior two. Press through your right foot to rise and settle. Press through both feet. Lift the right arm along your ear. Lift up and back, exaltation. Exhale, right arm toward your right thigh. Use your inhale to be in the side angle shape. You could reach your arm along your ear. Exhale back through warrior two. So again, we're clearing with the breath and moving slow. Inhale up and back. Use the whole breath in. Use your whole exhale to find your way side angle. Your whole inhale to peel the left ribs back, open up along the spine, and exhale, warrior two. The last time here to lift up and back, and then towards Skandasana. Bring your hands inside your right leg. Turn your toes left, shift your weight left. Bring it around to the back of the mat. Pause here, planting your hands. Find this sort of plank and lunge at the same time, and lengthen your spine. And then with your exhale, bend your elbows back like chaturanga. Keep pulling your heart forward. Inhale, press the earth away. Come back to that sort of plank shape. So we're doing these like push-ups with the lunge support. Exhale, bend your elbows back, heart forward. One more time. Inhale, press the earth away. Exhale, bend your elbows. Stay low. Inhale, pull the heart through like upward facing dog. Press into your palms, draw your heart forward, lift your crown. And then when you exhale, lift through your hips and step back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Bend your knees, draw back through your hips. Exhale, lift, wave forward. Bend the knees, draw back. This time, left knee toward your nose, draw it in. Circle your left knee out to the side, three-legged dog. Exhale, circle out to the left, draw knee to nose. Bringing your knee down to the floor. Spin your back heel down and open the right arm to the sky. Breath in, open across the wingspan. Exhale, reach your right hand toward your right foot and then down, just a big circle. Inhale, circle forward and up. Exhale, cactus the right arm, elbow back, heart forward. And then with your next breath, lean the heart back, lean the head back like there's a pillow behind you. Next inhale, re-extend your right arm. Exhale, bring it back down to the earth, lift the back heel. Press into that back leg to send your left knee to your nose. Exhale, circle around to stack the hip, extend your left leg. Inhale, left knee out to the side and step outside your hand. Lengthen yourself out. Bend the back knee almost to the floor. Inhale, pull back through your hips to straighten the front leg a little or a lot. Exhale, lift through your belly to wave forward. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, draw back through your hips, the back leg bends. Exhale, lift and wave forward, heart forward. One more like that. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, wave forward. Same idea, but spin your back heel down. Exhale, lunge forward, warrior two. Press through both feet and rise up and settle. Yeah. Pressing down, lift up and back. Use your whole inhale. Exhale, side angle, Parsva Konasana. Use your inhale to really be here. Stretch out. Exhale is back through warrior two. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, forward. Stay with the inhale, expand. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hands inside your left leg. Turn the toes right. Shift the weight right. Bring it around to the front of the mat. We pause here in that plank shape. Hugging the right hip back, find buoyancy in your hips. And then bend your elbows. Elbows back, heart forward. Little push up. Press into the earth. Lift through your belly. Exhale, bend the elbows, heart forward. One more time. Press into the earth, sort of dome the upper back. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, pull your heart forward like upward facing dog, collarbones wide, your heart forward. And then exhale, press into the earth, lift your hips, step back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, wave forward. Long breath in plank. Lengthen the whole body. And then lower all the way down to the earth. Just for a moment. Yeah, we haven't been down here yet. All the way down, bring your forehead to the earth. Again, I won't so that I can keep talking to you. But for you, bring your forehead down. Draw your arms back. That feeling of chaturanga, right? Where your elbows draw back, your heart draws forward, even on the floor. Reach back through your feet. You can even lift one at a time and reach it back a little further. Root down into the earth through your legs. Hug in and back through your arm bones. And then toward cobra pose. Lift through your belly, heart forward, bhujangasana. Use your exhale to soften. Same thing, but this time, really bring the attention to the muscles along your spine. Yeah, so let your next inhale engage through the lower back, through the middle back, through the upper back. They light up to lengthen and lift, and then soften down. One more like that. Inhale, ripple through the spine, strength builds. Stay with your exhale or maybe hover your hands off the earth. Inhale where you are. Exhale, press into the earth to press away from it toward table or plank to downward facing dog. Full body breath in, breath out. One more like that. Really clear the channel. Breath in, nourish. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend your knees, draw your hips back. Exhale, lift and wave forward toward plank. Bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Nothing new here. Yeah, just repetition. Circle your right leg out to the right. Reach it back, three-legged dog, stack the hip. Exhale, reverse that right knee way out to the right. Right knee to your nose. Right knee to the floor. Spin your left arm to the sky. One circle with the left arm. Reach it back and down and forward and up. And then cactus your arm, lean back. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale. Back through center, reach tall. Exhale, left hand to the floor. Lift your back heel. Inhale, right knee to your nose. Press into the earth, round. Exhale, circle it out to the right. Stack your hip, three-legged dog. Inhale, right knee out to the right. Step outside your right hand. Exhale, back knee bends. Pull it in. Inhale, draws your hips back. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, wave forward. Right away, spin the back heel down. Draw your hips back. Exhale, lunge forward. Warrior two. Breath in, really hug in through your body. Keep that hug and send it out. Feel the channel at the center open. Reach up and back with your inhale. Exhale, forward side angle. Inhale to expand. Roll your left ribs back. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, up and back. Extend the right leg. Tip forward, trikonasana. Same movement, same action, just more length in the right leg. So again, inhale to roll the left ribs back. Extend through your spine. Then come back, warrior two. Inhale, up and back. And then through skandasana. Inside the right leg, turn your toes left. Shift your weight left. Bring it around to the back of the mat. Right away, find that strong plank with the lunge support. Exhale. The next exhale, bend your elbows, extend your heart forward. One push up, push away from the earth. Lift your belly. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, pull your heart through. Press through your both hands. Exhale, draw it back, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Lift your hips, lift your heels, and turn your heels to the right, your toes to the left. Press through your left hand, feel the openness in the left side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, heels to the left, toes to the right. Press through both palms, open in the right side. Then shift your weight to the left. Always the option to bring your left knee down here before our side plank play. Begin to peel your right ribs back. Peel your right elbow, right fingertips toward the sky. Maybe your eyes toward the sky as well. Breathe big though, yeah. This is it. You're an aqueduct, right? You're a big open channel for breath. Open with your inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bring your right hand back to the earth. Exhale, downward facing dog. An extra breath to find your way there if you had the knee down. Inhale, draws your hips back. Exhale, lift and wave forward. Inhale, drop back. Exhale, left knee to nose, pull in. Circle your left knee out to the left and up, three-legged dog. Exhale, circle out to the left and in, knee to nose. Left knee down to the earth. Spin your back heel down, open the right side. One circle of the right arm back and down and forward and up. Bend your elbow, lean the heart back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, reach tall again. Exhale, right hand back to the earth. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, left knee toward your nose. Restack your hip, reach the left leg way, way, way back. Inhale, left knee, left shoulder. Step outside your hand. Bend the back knee, hug in. Inhale, pull your hips back, straighten the left leg. Exhale, wave forward. Just one time like that. This time, spin your back heel down as you send the weight back. Lunge forward, warrior two. Breath to hug in. Breath to clear out. Back leg is strong, so you lift up and back, exalt. Exhale, forward side angle. Stay with the inhale, pressing up through the right ribs. Exhale is warrior two. Inhale, up and back, extend your left leg. Tip forward, Trikonasana. Stay with the inhale. Again, peel your right ribs back, lengthen the spine. Exhale is warrior two. Once again, stay low, reach up and back. Skandasana, inside the left leg. Turn your toes, shift your weight right. Turn to the front of the mat. We're inside the right leg. Pressing down through your palms, sort of dome the upper back. And then bend your elbows like chaturanga, back leg strong. Inhale, press the earth away. Once more, lower down. Like upward facing dog, pull your heart through, press into your hands, press into your fingers even. Exhale, lift your hips, step back, downward facing dog. Lift your heels, send them to the left first. Open across the right side body. Inhale your heels back through center. Exhale, heels to the right. Open through the left side body, and then again, the opportunity to bring your right knee down here. As you peel your left side back, peel your left elbow, left fingers to the sky. Maybe your eyes go up that way too, maybe not. But again, let yourself be this big open channel. Breath like you could breathe through your feet and out through your hands, through the crown of your head. Full body breath in. Full body breath out. Inhale your left hand back to earth. Exhale back through center, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Reach back through your hips. Exhale, wave forward. Inhale, draw your hips back. Exhale, right knee to your nose. Right knee to the earth. But then toward a half pigeon shape, yeah? So you might sort of kick your right foot a little bit more to the left as you start sending your left leg back. Full body breath, yeah. Stay tall, at least for a moment, for a few breaths. your fingertips on the earth. You can even put your hands here on blocks or on your right leg to give yourself a little elevation. And that's really just to find some space, some buoyancy. Yeah. So find the hug in through your legs and press down through your right shin. So you do feel some some little lift up through the center. Keep that lift, the length of your spine as you fold forward. I don't even want to say fold forward. It's like reach forward with the crown of your head. Your hands could come to blocks or a pillow. Your elbows could come to the earth. If your elbows come down, you might want to bring them wide to give your shoulders a little more space. Wherever you land, give yourself space and time to release. Yeah, we're not in this shape to do a lot of muscular work. We're here for the work of releasing, of letting go. Letting breath move freely. Letting tension release, soften, trickle down to the earth. Take 2 more breaths where you are. And when you're ready, no hurry, walk your hands back in. We'll start to kind of re-engage, right? Hug through your legs, pressing down through the right shin. Tuck your toes behind you. Press down to, again, draw your right knee to your nose. And either step back to downward facing dog, or some people feel good kind of moving that right leg around, that right hip around after the pigeon pose. If that's you, feel free. We'll meet in this last downward facing dog here. So if there's another wave that's calling you, maybe a chaturanga without the lunge if you were missing that, I don't know. But be with what you need. Come back to this channel of breath in this wide open shape. Hug in through your arm bones and down, like you could plant your hands into the earth. And then one more time, bend your knees, draw back through your hips. Lift through the center to wave forward, plank. Bend your knees, draw back. Exhale, left knee draws in toward your nose. And then to the earth, toward pigeon pose, your left knee toward your left wrist. Shimmy that right leg back. Or, as always, if there's other versions of this shape that you want to be in, feel free. But find some engagement, some buoyancy first. A hug in and down into the earth. There's a little lift of navel to spine, just to find that length in the spine to extend with breath. Open up, tuck your chin a little so you could open the back of your throat, the back of your neck. And then keep all that length as you pour yourself, reach yourself forward and down. Using each inhale to find, kind of finding what's stuck, right? Where your inhale might reach a dead end. And then use your exhale to try to release that space, clear what's blocked. And again, if your elbows are down, you might bring them wide. or even more space to breathe. Find the 3 longest, clearest breaths you can. When you're ready, again, begin to walk your hands back in under your shoulders. Re-engage through your legs. Find that little bit of lift through the center, but rather than pressing all the way back to downward facing dog, just shift your weight over to the left so you could swing your right leg around, maybe with the help of your right hand. To bring both feet to the earth. We're rolling our way down to the mat. So if you know that you want to end your practice in a seat, you can always go there now and find these last moments seated. If you're moving toward a Shavasana rest, you'll roll down onto the earth. And either way, try and find one more like symmetrical shape. Yeah, so that could be as simple as hugging your knees in, or if you're seated, folding over your legs. It could be a happy baby shape, or you could send your heels tall, your legs long. Really any shape that feels good to you that you need before you're ready to be still. And then find your way to your resting posture, whether that's on your back or in a seat or supported. We're tuning in again to this openness, the sense that what we need to draw in, we can draw in with breath, and it'll settle like the nutrients that come from the food we eat. Settle into the bloodstream. Just trust that each inhale that draws in something you need, your body will take that in. And trust that with each exhale, there's a clearing, a letting go of what you don't need. It might be a letting go of waste. It could also be a sending out of excess. What you have to share, what you have to offer. That can be as simple as breath, too. Let the effort go. Allowing yourself just to be here a little longer. Be supported. To know that you're connected and whole and breathing and free. And when we come back together in a moment where we're celebrating and acknowledging all of these things that the practice reminds us, through that repetition, that clearing of space, we can be reminded that we are supported and connected and breathing and free. So carry that awareness with you as you bring some attention back to this room, this body, this moment. You might choose to stay low as you are or to find your way toward a seat. For this last moment together, feel free to honor and celebrate truths of this practice just with breath. But if you'd like, you can join me once again in the sound of Om. Where you are, find that free and open breath in. Breath out. And toward Om, a breath in. In this resonance, in this truth, I bow to you. With love, with gratitude, as always. Appreciate you being here and in this community. If you've got questions or requests, send them out, type them in. I love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll see you soon. Be well. Be good to each other.